that this challenge has brought me so much more than I ever thought possible, and now I know why I was so into having it. So very cool stuff. You're sitting on my lap right now. Isn't that fun? I made the call to get rid of the vlog editing from January. It's on a different card than is in my camera right now, and I feel like it's irrelevant because we are on the same journey right now that we would be then, but it's past. So it feels like we'd be time traveling in the wrong direction because I've come far, and maybe I'll resurrect it in the future. Like, crossing these off this list doesn't mean they're gone forever. It just means it's not a priority right now like I thought it was. Like, these are the things that are taking space in my head, and I'm deeming it unnecessary. So that means we're leaving the day at 15, and I think I could still get my carpet up here. I might do that right now. That would be wonderful. I feel like we've made a lot of progress just in, these last 2 days. And the way I've mapped everything else out, I think we can do it, folks. I really think we can do it. Let's see if I can cross this off my thing while you're on my lap. You're on this like tripod contraption. What? Here we go. All right. Number 3. So I think we're doing pretty good. I'm happy with this. Let's see if we can sneak in one more. This is the rug I want to bring up. As you can see, it is kind of hidden. I don't use this particular studio very often. And I love this rug. It's beautiful. There's a lavender strip in it that matches my wall. And I want to bring it up. So that's what we're gonna do. Well, we did it. We cleaned the carpet and we brought up the rug. Booyah! And the zip tie changes once again. So we're leaving today with 4 done, and I'm happy with that. I think this was a very successful day. I still didn't change this, but just don't look at it. Don't look at it. And we have 14 things to go, some of which are farther along than others. I am currently editing, finalizing the illustrations on this book. I have my notes all over the place, and it's going really well. Of course, I have my chocolate. Can't do anything without that. I've got my listo here, and I just put this as in progress. So actually, I've already edited it. That's what I just did. Now I just need to finalize the illustrations and like the front matter and everything. Let me show you what I've been working on. So here's the book. I mean, it is like, so the copy is done, and I'm just like tweaking the photos. I don't want to ruin the whole thing, but anyway, it's going well. I have an introduction in a different place, so I got to put that in here, but feeling good. And what else could I not do without my Pomodoro calculator? What is it? Not a calculator. Countdown timer? Yeah, that's it. I love this. I love this. You can see I've used it 40 times since I last cleared it. It just works really well at helping me focus. I'm like, okay, 25 minutes, I can do 25 minutes. It counts down for you. And then once it's run out, it automatically goes to a short break. And usually I just keep working. Sometimes though, if I'm doing something really difficult, I'm like, yes, a break. And after you do this a couple times, it'll go to a long break. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep working on it. And this is exciting. So I'm really happy about that. So I just emailed Nora, Harold, and Sherry about using some of their words or concepts in my book, because you gotta do that, folks. You can't just use somebody else's words and concepts without asking for permission when you're publishing them. I mean, or in any capacity, really. So I just did that, and I'm eager to hear back. I don't know what they're gonna say, but I'm assuming I'm, friendly with both of them. So should be good, but it's exciting. It's coming together. This is way too close to my face, but I did it. I finished the book. I finished it. Like everything's done. The front matter, the back matter. No, there's no back matter. Although there should be. I should have Rachel Archelaus has also a written page. See? You helped me. But that's it. I did it. I did it. So excited. Alright, this is weird lighting, but this is what we have right now. So I've been not doing things every day for this project. Here's where we're at. It's the 27th, and I've been making progress on things, but not necessarily checking things off in a while. But what has been happening for me, especially today, is I feel this alchemical change where I'm not trying to get things done anymore. I don't feel like I need to do things in order to live my true life. I feel like I've caught up with myself. And all the things that I still have left, I'm still going to do, and probably within this time frame, but it's not like I'm now rushing to get through them. I just feel like, I found the place within me that accepts everything that I am and everything that I want to do, and places equal value on each of them. It's hard to describe, but I think I still had this limiting belief where I thought that my work in the Intuitive Art Academy and my courses was work, and that my creative stuff in Intimate Alien was different. And I thought that I needed to get the work stuff done in order to pursue my truer calling of being a creative. But that's not true. And I knew that wasn't true because it never felt right. If it was true all along, it would have felt right. I would have done it. It would have been fine. But it felt a little off. And now, I'm really sitting in that space of, descended into harmony with this. And it feels really, really good. So where before I was trying to get the stuff done that I hadn't finished in order to do other things, now it's I found the place where I want it all. It's all nourishment to me. It's all places I want to go deeper into. And that feels amazing. And I actually wasn't quite sure how to articulate this, so I did an intuitive art drawing. What happened to me today, because I had such a profound shift. And this is a drawing I did with my eyes open but wasn't looking when I did pick the colors, which is why it looks a little prettier than usual. No, sorry. But I've been doing this for 30 years now almost, so it doesn't affect the colors I pick or the message at all. It's very much intuitive at this point. So there's a lot of colors. I won't go over all of them, but the main ones that I have here are, there's 2 colors of contentment. And every single time, almost every single time, just looking at some drawings over there, that I do a drawing on like my up level, my, 10xing my business or having more revenue, like growing, the things that you think about when you have a business, it's always like find contentment, get content. And I feel like I really embody that today. I really feel it. I like feel it so strongly. So it's cool that there's 2 different colors of contentment. This is intuition on top, and then this is alignment on the bottom. And there's creativity, but the creativity color is also, there's a little white in there, which is creative truth, which I love. And then this is my color for like spiritual love. And that's really cool. And the other day I was with a client and she was like, oh, your room is so purple. And she asked me what my intuitive art color was for lavender, because I have lavender walls. And I told her that it was spiritual truth. And so this idea of like living my truth, telling my truth, embodying my spiritual truth, spiritual love, like it's coming up a lot, and it's coming up for good reason. And that there were a part of the reason why I was segregating things, I think, is part of the reason why I was not fully showing up as me in a bigger way, because it's all relative, right? I'm always myself as much as I can be, but here now I'm given the opportunity to be even more me, even more integrated. And that's really all I ever want. Like, that's all I ever want. I just want to be more of myself and more truthful and make things that are more truthful. And I feel like I'm accessing a new layer of that, which is really, 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 really fun. So that's partially what we're talking about in tomorrow's live stream with Carrie, which you will have already seen. If you didn't go watch it, I'll tag it here, clip it, whatever. I don't remember what it's called. Put a card in there for you. And it's really just about, like, are you holding shame in your body, in your vibration, about being intuitive or being psychic? Like, was that bullied out of you? Did your parents deny that for you? Did they say, stop doing that, or that doesn't exist? Or did you just not get nourished in a way? And like, a lot of people right now in this world are afraid of themselves, afraid of their truth because of that. And believe it or not, I still had a little piece of that. So, and for me, it's not necessarily the psychic part, the intuitive part. It's also the ET part, like the intimate alien part, of where I've always felt like I was going to merge even more with her. I want that. It feels so good to be channeling that high of a vibration. It's so loving, it's so beautiful, it's so honest, it's so joyful. Like, that's what I want to be. That's what all of us want to be. Less resistance, more acceptance, more abundance. Like, that's everything we want. So she's definitely going to be more present in my life and in what I show the world. And that's exactly what I want. And that's what people are asking of me in certain places. So it feels really good. I feel like this is kind of like her, the green and that lilac color. It's like, that's her. That's who she is. So I love that. And I love that I have more contentment now because, things have been coming up in my life. I've been getting criticized in different areas, especially around my business. And of course, there's always things that I can take and improve upon, but I also can't be responsible for other people's projections, So I need to look at my part of it and adapt and change where necessary, but also not take it too personally because it's really not about me. So it's a fine line that we run when we experience our life through our offerings, like we experience our growth, who we are, this lifetime, like through what we put out into the world. It's, you know, it's different than... Anyway, I'm rambling now. I just want to say that this challenge has brought me so much more than I ever thought possible, and now I know why I was so into having it. So very cool stuff. 28th, we marked one off today, and I didn't even have to do it. So under other, I hired someone to dig that garden bed for me, and that's really what I've been finding. Like, I've been finding like what I need to do, what I don't need to do, what's important to me, what's not important to me. And so this has changed a lot. And actually, I put this back on. So I had crossed off Feel Good Book because at first I just had, well, I really could cross it off because I had edit and get the illustrations for the Feel Good Book. And I did that. I even, you know, like laid it all out with, you know, front matter, got it ready for the typesetter and everything. But there are, I know I haven't printed it yet. And so for some reason I was like, oh, I need to put that back on. But I did what this asked me to do. And so I'm going to remark it because I actually did what I wanted to do. So, hooray. That's great. Oh my gosh, 12. We're down to 12. I'm excited about that. I am working on these things. You know, progress has been made. Progress will continue to be made. And was talking about this with Carrie yesterday. So I feel like everything's really coming together. And we are we're a little bit more than halfway through. So we still have 2 weeks to go. So yeah, I guess, yeah, it's a long 31 days. But anyway, we're doing good. I'm excited about it. So that is that. It's windy, but here it is. Here's my new flower bed. And it kind of goes with my berries. These are my blackberries, marionberries, raspberries, blueberries. Whoa! Holy blueberries. I gotta get this little fella a friend. But yeah, here's 35 feet of what I'm going to plant. Flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Actually, while we're over here, these are my lilacs. Oh my god, they smell so good. So yum. Yum, yum, yum. Oh my god. When you come through my gate, you will see this is a very prolific rose called Candyland. It is pink and white stripes. This is a later blooming lilac, as is that. And this is my current spring blooming lilac. And then you'll see my berries to the right, and then the flowers will just be like this beautiful thing calling you forward. Here's the rest of my backyard. A little bit messy. That's okay.